I've done it right down there, mate.
It's good for peeing in as well.
I'm just on the way right now to Aldi in Battlefield Shrewsbury to go and meet Matt and Anita from Alive at 45. They have featured on a recent video. Where was it? Lincoln, that's right, yes. And we went to see the RAF fighter pilots in the World War II planes take off on the Sunday morning. Beautiful little camp. And they've offered their hand in help today to come and help me with the plumbing on the kitchen unit. My van's grown a little since I last saw you guys. How you doing? You alright?
Yeah,
good to see you, good to see you.
He's jumping out the other side.
He is, yeah. Come on, we'll have a hug as well, shall we? Come on, mate.
How you doing?
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
I'm very good.
How was both of your nights last night?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Where did you end up staying then? Because I gave you the one for the weird, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
I camped there in the car a while
That's
back.
an experience because got down there.
Which way did you go? Did you go... Oh, I suppose you don't know the area, do you? So
Through the little windy
village.
road.
the little tiny roads.
Tiny roads.
Oh, you, yeah.
Yeah, that
my,
was
my apologies. You should have gone the
sat
other
nav
way,
took us that
but
way.
you weren't to know. Yeah. So where did you end up parking?
We parked at the little town hall, the church hall.
Oh, well, you've parked before. Yeah. That's quite a nice little area, that, yeah. I cooked a bit of lunch there once, and I was shooed away by one of the...
There was a sign that said no parking, there's an event on, and we're like, well, not tonight though.
Yeah, sorry about that, it's probably because of me. Anyway, do you guys want to see it in person first before we head off to the unit? Come on. So this is where I'm up to so far.
Oh, it's looking good.
It is, isn't it? I mean, that's the unit that's obviously in place now. It's only in place via a couple of little mini L brackets.
Okay.
Just so if we do need to move it out for whatever reason today, we have the option to do so.
Cool.
But that's all the stuff on there, all the sink supply, we've got the bottles there. We've got everything that we could possibly think that we might need.
Okay.
Obviously, we had a video call yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we tried to finalise a few things. So there's always going to be a couple of hurdles on this channel to overcome.
Yeah.
But do you know what, right? I didn't think how much of a piece of fresh air this would feel like seeing two other people, you know, because obviously me and my dad have been stuck in this build for the last couple of months, and seeing you guys and seeing your van, it reminds me that I do go out on some camps sometimes.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
yeah.
I was going to say, don't forget your dad does help.
Yeah.
Seeing nobody.
Oh yeah, he does help. He's been a big help. In fact, he's helped me keep my sanity while I've been in this build. But no, we're going to get a major obstacle done today. We're going to get some running water in the back of this van. We believe that we've ticked all the boxes and crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's to be able to get this done today. So I'm hoping by the time we finish today that there's going to be a sink in that.
That's the plan.
We're going to do it, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to do it. High five, come on.
Of course we are.
Are we like doing high fives too early?
No.
So this is where I've been living for the past 2 or 3 months now. Yeah.
It's a dream though, isn't it, having a lock-up?
Well,
You need a ramp though to get the van inside.
yes, I do need a ramp to get the van inside. Just one word of warning though, don't go in the far left corner.
Okay.
Alright, a couple of bags of this. That's shit.
What are you doing your own time? Is that for you?
What you do in your container is you in your business.
The cupboard looks bigger on camera.
Yeah, did it? Yeah. When I video called him yesterday, yeah.
It genuinely looked bigger on camera. Okay.
We haven't got a lot of space to work with. We have got a 20-litre tank and a 12-litre tank. All right, just while Matt and I need to get their tools, I've started off by flipping the sink over and just putting 4 little dots, one on each corner of where this sink is going to be. So that is the total space that this sink's going to take up once it's been flipped over and once a hole's been cut in this kitchen unit. I think so far my logic is sound. We've got some CT1 sealant that we're going to be using to seal it. Just here. Got plenty left in there. So once it's in, and once it's dried, it ain't never coming out. The big moment. Let's royally this up. Question for you, but first let me set the scene. Imagine you're in the Welsh Valleys somewhere on a cold winter's night. You've got no signal because you're in the Welsh Valleys, which has been something that I'm very used to. What do you do for entertainment in your van. You've got no other means of entertainment, what do? Well, there's one thing that I've been introduced to recently, which is Readly. Readly have over 7,000 magazines and news articles to choose from, and one of the main features that's caught my eye is the fact that you can actually have offline reading. It's time to forget old media because Readly is here. Everything I just mentioned is now in the palm of my hand. Gone are the days of having stacks of magazines and newspapers cluttering up your house or your van. You now have access to all that entertainment on the Readly app. You can have up to 5 different personalised user profiles on one account, so the whole family can now use Readly. My wife Alyssa, who you've previously seen on the channel, has been currently reading upon some baby and lifestyle magazines to get ready for the birth of our new son. But the one that I've been reading recently, which is quite apt for this time of year, is the CAMPERVAN magazine, on tips on how to winterise your camper van, which will come in particularly handy on the subject of today's video, fitting my sink and getting my water system prepared for winter. Articles that have piqued my interest that I haven't quite got around to reading yet are magazines such as What Motorhome magazine, the BBC Quick Cut magazine, and Woodsmith, to hopefully try and learn some new carpentry skills. Another benefit is space saving. I can't afford to bring a whole library with me on my camps on the off chance that I get no signal. I need something that's easy and quick to access in the palm of my hand. And finally, Readly is eco-friendly. Being 100% digital, that means no trees were harmed in the making of the articles on Readly. And by watching this segment, Readly have told me to pass on an exclusive offer to you guys, get 2 months completely free using my link in the description below and be able to cancel anytime. There's no tie-ins, no minimum terms. Go and try out Readly now for yourselves and change the way you access your media. A big thank you to Readly for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the kitchen build. Right, should we give this a test? Can I just give you that to hold a minute, mate? Right, we know it's not going to fit, don't we? Yeah, so we've...
Yeah, but we don't want it to fit, that's good.
No,
so very happy with that.
That's there, okay.
So what you do, look underneath now and you can see where it's touching.
Yeah.
And then we'll know what part we need to move out.
So, the corners actually look okay, apart from this one, which actually you can see here, can't you?
Yeah, you haven't followed the line, yeah.
That one looks probably a little bit more we could take off there as well. And we could definitely get, which is what we equated for, half a centimetre, 5mm, probably on the side.
Okay.
Alright, we have now cut our circumference. Is that the word, Anita? Would you use the word circumference? Yeah,
the round.
That's a technical term, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
The round bit, yeah. And we've now got what looks like the startings of Mickey Mouse. Sealant's down, sink's ready to go in. This is it now. We've got to just get it in. Make sure it's nice and level.
How are we looking?
That's nice.
That looks good. Well, I think that's will do the same. Watch out, when you get it covered in sealant.
That's nice.
Okay, right.
And it looks visually square to me as well.
Right.
Obviously, once the board's on, we're not going to see how much it squishes out, though, are we?
Well, it'll be alright.
It'll be alright. Do you know what? That's exactly what my dad says.
It'll be fine.
It'll be alright.
It'll be fine.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll do.
You worry too much.
Yeah, that's exactly what he says.
Yeah, it'll be alright. We've done the worst bit. We cut the hole.
We cut the hole, yeah.
So now it's just a case of...
We know it's square now.
You just don't slide it, just place it down.
Yeah, that's down. Right,
okay.
Let's get a weight on it.
The perfect use for a power bank.
Yeah.
Here's where we find it's so heavy it deforms the sink.
Right, that's on there now.
The most expensive paperweight in the world.
Yeah. Okay, this is my second time now trying to concentrate and focus on how 12-volt electrics works, and Matt has given me a very brief explanation that's kind of gone a little bit over my head, but we're going to try again. All right. Can I put the playback speed on your voice to 0.5%?
That's fine.
Is that right? Right. Okay. So, how is this tap pump going to work?
Because you've got a micro switch tap. When you turn the tap on, it opens the water up, but it also throws the micro switch in here to tell the pump to action.
Okay.
Right. So we have a positive feed that comes into the switch, which is the tap as
and
one.
that positive feed is going to be connected to the positive of the battery
Correct.
that we're going to wire through to the unit. Yeah.
It then allows the flow of electricity to come out the negative side.
Once that switch has been turned on with the tap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which then then goes to the positive of the pump. Okay, so we're then following the flow of electricity. So then the positive
so the
goes
negative of the tap goes to the positive of the pump.
Yes.
And that continues the circuit.
Continues the circuit, and then we end up with the negative that comes out of the pump, which joins the negative at the other end of the cable we bring
That comes from the battery.
So we're making a joint loop, and that's how the electricity flows, and then that negative goes back to the battery.
Okay, I think I actually get that.
Yeah?
I think I actually understand that for once. Hey, that's a success. Give me a high five. I understand something.
We'll make a sparky out of you yet.
Okay, I hope you guys understood that as well. But as you're explaining it, I was visualising that circuit.
The flow.
So, the flow.
Yes.
So I think I've now got that. So the next job that we need to do now, while we still wait for the CT1 sealant to go semi-off while we do this job, we're going to start drilling from the back now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Through the garage, into the side of the cupboard here, and we're going to route the cables across the top, round by the back of the drawers, which we've already assessed we've got enough room to not hinder the operation of the drawers. Come into the top, and then we've got a live feed that will then, well, live and negative.
Yeah, so it'll all fit in here. The good
It'll all
thing
fit
about what we want to do in the corner here, we use the Wagos to connect it. So if you have to change anything, you don't have to pull all your cables out.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, Wagos is what I used in the last video with Dave, installing the fridge. Just a very easy connection type, isn't it?
They're kind of the go-to thing.
Beginners can do it, i.e. myself.
They're great. They're just so useful.
Yeah.
They don't sort of come undone with vibration, and that's perfect for a van build. Unlike the chocolate box you used to do out of a screw.
Yes.
Like, these are like the new version of, but they're so much better.
Yeah, and I'm very aware that I haven't really given you guys a full run through of what we're using for this sink. So obviously you've seen the sink. There's currently got a plug system in there at the moment. We've got a waste pipe here, and the reason why we have, what do they call that, a U-bend?
Yep.
Is to stop the smell coming from the grey waste. Now, half the time, if I can do while I'm on a camp, I'm going to try and use maybe a collapsible, but a washing up bowl, and if I can discard of water where I am, then that's better. But if I'm in a place where I can't necessarily open the door and get rid of a bit of washing up water, a bit of water in the morning after having a wash, then it can go into the grey waste to be a bit more stealthy. Yeah. So that's our U-bend. That's going to go into our waste, which is going to be that yellow container there. Our fresh water is going to be one of the red containers with the water hose coming out of it, or the fresh pipe coming out of it at the moment. That's going to be just an auxiliary tank of water that I'll keep in the back to be able to refill. We haven't crossed the bridge yet on how we're going to refill it though, have we? No. We haven't decided on that yet.
We'll figure that out in due course.
We'll figure that out in due course, yeah. So yeah, that is the system that we're using. This is the pump. It's a submersible pump. I'll leave links to all the kit that I've brought. I wouldn't go ahead and buy any just yet though, because we don't know if it all works together. So wait until the end of this video before you press play on a purchase.
So snag.
Yeah. Yeah.
The small one might be your water tank.
It will go in there. Because
yeah. What a bummer. So it can be pushed through there, you're saying?
I've got to deform it to get it in.
Yeah.
But you ain't never getting it back out. So if that hose comes off of that,
It's gone.
it's done.
As a temporary measure, we decided to use the two 12-litre water containers for the sink installation, and then I can upgrade the water containers at a later date. Then it was time to start routing the cable through to the back of the van to connect to the battery.
Where you find the board stuck to the sink.
Yeah. Well, we've got no seepage.
That feels alright. I haven't tried to move it.
No, I'm not gonna try and move it
Just feeling
around.
around the edge. It has gone down nice.
Oh, it has, hasn't it?
It's gone
Actually,
down really well.
yeah.
I think you're
There's a bit of a lip there, but I think we're okay. Like you say, a little bit of clear sealant on the side.
Yep, just go around, seal it in.
Yeah.
That'd be quite nice, that. We've already sorted out what bits and pieces we were going to need.
And let me tell you, no DIY shop close to me was able to get washers or rubber washers that size. I had to go on Amazon and order them for next day, and gladly we did that video call, didn't we?
Absolutely.
2 nights before, so we could get these the day before that we're filming this today.
Yeah, so the tap's supposed to go straight into the sink. However, the backing plate here is of such a size that it won't sit properly against the sink.
And it's the ridges of the corners here that lift it up, and because that base of the tap's quite wide with the switch,
so whilst
it looks nice from that angle, but you've got about what, 5 mil, haven't you?
Yeah, you're literally snagging on the
edge of the sink.
Edge of the sink, yeah. Right. If someone would be kind enough to... Yeah.
Holding it.
Do you want me to get it in place?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to need.
Hang on, 2 seconds.
Hang on, we've got daylight there, hang on.
Yep.
And we want to be...
All the washers lined up.
Let me just...
Put you down. 2 seconds, Matt.
Right, let's have a look, because I can see that there. Right, that's good to go. You can tighten that, mate. Okay, the sun has begun to set. Darkness is nearly upon us. A whole day of work, sealing down this sink, getting the tap installed. Shall I do the honours?
Perfect.
So we should hear a...
Yeah, you'll hear a noise. You're not going to get any water, otherwise there's a miracle just happened because there's nothing in there. There we go. Happy?
I am happy.
Right. So that is now waste and fresh water.
Brilliant.
All you've got to do, add water.
So this is what we've got done underneath. Let me see if I've got my torch on yet. So we've attached it all with Wagos, and we've also used these little rubber or plastic channeling things, if you like, just to make sure all the wires go to the back of the sink. We've then gone through the top because we've got a nice handy little gap at the back there that we haven't had to drill out. You can see it comes out at the back of the 18mm ply, goes across the top of the fridge, down into the fuse board, which now hasn't got a red light because we've got a 5 amp fuse in there. Oh, pretty good going, eh? Pretty good going, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that, mate. Thank you ever so much, guys.
That's fine.
If you guys want to check these guys out, they've got much more to show you in a much more professional build in their van. Alive from 45, Matt and Anita, they've travelled a long way today just to give a friend a good bit of help. I couldn't have done that by myself. So yeah, we now have a sink, a tap, containers. I will be upgrading, we'll see. Do a few camps first, and we'll see if I need to upgrade that fresh water to something bigger. But I've got 2 extra water containers now that I can store somewhere in the back here, and I've got an extra 40 litres of water. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec on the next part. A little bit of water in there, that should be enough to test it. I feel like a caveman who's made fire for the first time. That is brilliant. I tell you what, that's a fair bit of pressure coming from that. It's all going down into there. Oh crikey, that goes quick. Any leaks up the top there? No, we're all dry. That's all dry. This works pretty good. Brilliant. We have running water in the camper van. So, the whole sink kit works. I had to put a little rubber washer and a metal washer on top of the sink here, because as you can see there's not a lot of clearance, especially on that side, between the controller and where you actually turn the tap on, and the side of the sink there. So if you're going to get this Pacific kit, I'll put links to the washer, the rubber washer, and everything that I've used in this build in the description. Some of them are Amazon, some of them are eBay, but this system works for a confined area. Perfect. So the morning after, the sealant's now sealed. My dad's now here. He's going to give me a little hand today. Show us your little hand. So now we're going to be working on wiring in this little 2-socket plug with a USB and a USB-C somewhere on this front board here.
Ooh, okay. This will be the last time. This could be the last time.
Well, that looks pretty level.
Smack it in there. It's gone. That's okay.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's get it plugged in and see if the Hoover works. Right, that's in now. Inverter's on.
Yes. Yes. We have power.
Okay, we have power. The inverter is now on. Next on the agenda is fitting this switch. So we need to cut another hole now.
What's that for?
This is the switch for the inverter. I'm thinking there would be good.
Good.
Okay,
Good.
that's in. That's level.
Good.
That's like, yeah, I'm happy with that. It's pretty good. That. Pretty good. So you know what we need to do?
What's that? Have a cup of tea.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Before we turn this video off, go and get your kettle.
Yeah, have a cup of tea.
If anybody wants to know the perfect camper van kettle, that is it. Can you hold it up and model it for us, Dad? You're going to watch that back and you're going to say, please don't put that in.
It's good for peeing in as well. No, but no.
You haven't?
No. No, I haven't.
Do you promise?
Promise.
You promise you haven't taken like a
No,
Lucozade
I
bottle that's got a
haven't.
bit
I
too
haven't
full and you
taken a leak
thought,
in that, no.
last measures I'll pee in
No,
the
I
kettle?
haven't. No,
That was just a joke, wasn't it?
it was a joke. Where's the water?
Yeah, so I'll leave a link to that kettle in the description because I've used that for the past 18 months in that van that I gave to my dad, and that has been an absolute godsend on camps. I think it uses 600 watts, I believe. It's the perfect amount that it boils for 2 cups of tea, or if you're a big tea belly like me, you can pour up to a pint of tea in the morning. The perfect tea to start your day. It's been good, isn't it, that kettle?
Yeah, it's been good. I've got one myself as well, but I've always used this, so.
Yeah. Low wattage, good capacity, never let me down. I'll leave a link below to it.
Oh, it's got a good old splurge on that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good pressure on that. Wow.
It has.
What? Turn it on. We've got a blue light. Yeah, we got a blue light.
Got a blue light.
We got a blue light.
Well, this is officially the first cup of tea that's been made entirely, well, 90%-y in the back of this van. Because really, that milk should be in the fridge, shouldn't it? For it to have been completely in the van. But this is a good moment.
Daddy
Cheers.
Bear and Papa. I got a Papa
You're Papa Bear, I'm Daddy Bear. You're the only cups available, sorry.
Oh, it's not a bad cup, that. It's pretty good.
Oh, and it tastes better in the van, doesn't it?
It does when you're working. Nice cup of tea.
Well, that's us done for the day. I'm glad with what I've been able to achieve in this video over the last couple of days. A big thank you to Matt and Anita as well that came down on Sunday and helped me fit in that kitchen unit. Well, the sink, should I say. And a thank you to you as well. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.